Jelly Baby here, reacting to another Ren video. I don't seem to be running out of these. This time it's a song called How to Be Me. Let's see what's going to happen. I know it's a duet with Chinchilla again, and it's one of those ones where he shot it live as well. Okay, so let's find out what's going to happen. Let's roll the video.
Oh, 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 oh,
Just have to say, Ren and Chinchilla's voices seem to really blend together. Whether, you know, they seem to be really nicely matched, and I don't know whether that's because they're finding each other's key and they're used to singing together, but they really do complement each other really well. Let's continue with the video.
I don't feel safe in this bed. There are voices in my head. I've been talking to the dead, and the fear baptized me. My kingdom turned to dust, and I watched all my riches rust.
And that's some quite sort of deep lyrics there. That because obviously, if you go back on Ren's story, you know, he was you know, starting to create a bit of a musical career for himself, and then obviously the illness started to sort of really creep in and left him, albeit sort of bedridden, for 23 hours a day from all things that I've read. So he went from this young man who had everything in his hands and was on the verge of signing a deal with Sony, that suddenly, poof, it's all gone. The illness creeps in and everything's gone. All of those riches turning to rust. You know, really sort of prophetic and everything else. Now, let's keep going.
Have I lost the Midas touch, or do sad eyes blind me? Over and over we go, over the hills and the valleys below. Oh, and it follows me home, and it suffocates me. I can't breathe. I said, oh, I can't breathe. All I know is I forgot how to be me. I don't feel safe in these halls. There are bruises on the walls. There are bodies in the floors, and they breathe so loudly. I wish I could move, get up and walk right out this tomb.
You know, that you know, this is obviously written from a very personal viewpoint, like a lot of Ren's songs, and although they're written from a very personal viewpoint, they do resonate with so many, you know, other people's emotions and feelings, you know, that feeling of being contained by whatever the situation that is. You know, in Ren's case, obviously the Lyme's disease, and feeling like you're within a tomb, and that all you really want to do is just get up and stand outside of it and move away from it. And it's, you know, I think everybody can sort of resonate with that a little bit. You know, there have been times in most people's lives where they would just like to stand outside of whatever is going on in their life at that particular time. You know, I think it's brilliant writing, you know, as usual.
Do our saviors die too soon? For my sins surround me. Over and over we go, over the hills and the valleys below. Oh, and it follows me, follows me, follows me, and it suffocates me. I can't breathe. I said, oh, I can't breathe. All I know is I forgot how to be me. Hallelujah. Where is my God? Where are you? Hallelujah. Nothing is pulling me through. Hallelujah. When I don't know how to be. Hallelujah.
Build up to that sort of crescendo there where, you know, I forgot how to be me, and then that sort of almost pleading, that desperation and everything else, you know, and that desire to be themselves and everything else. And that's really, yeah, I can understand that.
I forgot how to be me. When he gave up the fight, a quick decision late in the night that stayed with me for all of my life. I miss you so.
How does he do that? There is always a kicker. Not in every single Ren song, but there's you get lost in sort of the words and what's going on with the song, and you start to sort of relax into the song, and you start to, you know, and then something will happen, Ren will pull something lyrically into it that suddenly makes you go, oh, you know, and that end bit, you know, that, just going to rewind that, just that end.
I forgot how to be me. When he gave up the fight, a quick decision late in the night that stayed with me for all of my life. I miss you so.
You know, that bit at the end where, you know, a quick decision made in the night. And he doesn't even need to sort of extend on what that decision was, but the fact that he then says, and I miss you. You know, it's somebody that wasn't able to make the same decisions which Ren has made throughout his illness and perhaps throughout his struggles with mental health. in that he is always going to beat it. You know, he seems to have always taken that attitude. You know, if we look in diazepam, he says that, you know, he took the diazepam to try and keep that positivity going and everything else. And although that he has felt like giving up, he's never ever taken that major step, taken that quick decision to sort of finish it, you know, and I think he's made it quite obvious that isn't a decision that he's ever going to make. You know, he's always going to stay positive. But there have been people around him that have taken that step that you know, they've ended their own life, you know, and that stays with him. You know, there's always that kicker at the end, and I think that's lyrically brilliant because it's very, very subtle. And I think everybody has been in one of those situations where mentally they've forgotten how to be themselves, how to be me. You know, they might get, you know, involved with whatever, whether it's, you know, and I think as a parent, you get very, very highly involved with your children and everything else. And as they get older, you start to realise that, wait a sec, you've been living their life, really. And you have to then relearn to live your life. But from a mental health perspective as well, you know, there's many people that have been in that situation, and I think that this song's, you know, going to resonate with a lot of people. Anyway, thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you get something out of my reactions and enjoy the music. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye now.